This is my first day of taking a day off of work to work on the house. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is one of the front entryways, and then we step into what should be the living room area. This would be the kitchen, and that would be the bathroom. That is another entryway because of poor floor planning. And this is the bedroom. So this is our bedroom. This is our closet. This is our wardrobe. Dirty clothes, clean clothes that haven't been put away. Our bed, forgive the underwear. And that is our side bed table. Big room. I was getting pretty overwhelmed with how much there was in here, and we were constantly having to move things before I could even work on the next thing, and that's just not sustainable. So I have decided to, my wife cleaned out the garage a couple Saturdays ago, and my wife is bringing home the bread. I am going to be filling the garage orderly. We bought some shelves for in here, and gonna be filling up the garage with wood and other things that, one, are sitting outside and are ugly, and two, are in here and are making a mess and just overwhelming us. So this is pretty gnarly. I pulled all of this junk out of here a while ago, and if you can't tell, I put a bunch of plywood down, but I think I'm gonna fill the sides with gap filler. Anyway, and so that goes into crawl space. Gross. So this all needs to be cleaned up, but it's been rained on since. You think if I brought this to Habitat for Humanity, they'd give me a tax deductible? All right, so this wood has been here since we moved in, and I want to do something about that. So today's the day. Apparently we're only taking half of it today. All right, so we are off to the dump, and while we are doing that, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, Nicholas and Danielle bought a house. That house had 2 giant trees, and those trees were between 2 major power lines and their itty bitty little house, and they were Chinese elms, so they were very brittle. So Nicholas, Danielle went around and tried to find out what it would take to get those things cut down. Turns out it takes a tree climber, because no one was willing to put their truck in between that close to a power line. So that tree climber, only one that could be found, quoted Nicholas and Danielle almost $10,000 to take down the 2 trees, which is a lot. So Nicholas went to the power company and begged them to take down as much of the tree as they would. And they did. They took down so much of the tree and left it there. Actually, the lady on the phone said, "Are you guys gonna be okay if we leave it there?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well, they're probably gonna leave it there." So they left it there. So Nicholas was bringing 1 load of those tree branches to the farm every morning before work. And that wasn't quick enough. About 2 weeks later, they got a notice from the police department saying that we are in violation of some sort of code. So we had to quickly get rid of all of it. So we spent a whole weekend Nicholas and Danielle spent a whole weekend getting rid of those branches. And they still have a lot of the trunks in their front yard. And the police never bothered them again. Hopefully. The end. I don't know, we got a lot of junk in our front yard and I feel bad for our neighbors, but we are working on it. That's what we are doing today. All right, so we've cleared a bunch of stuff out. We are about to start destroying this tub right in there. And it's a doozy. I couldn't even budget. Two guys, we tried to like lift it out, didn't even budget. So we're gonna sledgehammer it out. Originally, I was gonna borrow a sledgehammer from a friend, but a friend of mine who flips houses says it's always worth buying your tools. Because then you don't have to have the hassle of trying to get them back to other people. And yeah, so went and bought one. They're expensive. They're like 60 bucks. Gotta have ear protection, eye protection, and we will get after this bad boy. So I'm ripping into the floor here, and it's becoming more and more complicated. We got the tub out, praise the Lord. But first you've got this subfloor, then you've got this subfloor, and then this weird like tarp stuff, and then this like floorboards, and then these floorboards. There's nothing casual about it. A lot of work. That's all there is to it. It's kind of a bummer. Last night, I woke up at 2 and fell asleep again at 4:30. Could not fall asleep for the life of me. And then this morning I woke up at 7:30. So we are getting an hour later start than I would like. But doesn't change what we have to do today. So as we said earlier yesterday, this floor is being a butt head. Huge butt head. But today we are going to see what we can't do about that. All right, so you see how we're in the bathroom here, getting the floor out. There is a problem. We need to get to this. It marks halfway through the house, and it's a big load bearer. And so we need to get this wall out of here. The problem is this wall is the back of our room. It's the only safe room in the house, and it's about to become not safe. We would spray all the edges and everything for insects, but so it'll just motivate us even more to get this done. So this is the wall we'll be taking out all the way through the closet. And before we do that, we need to empty the closet and figure out something with these things. Ah, boy. I've been looking for these bad boys. Guys, if you want to know something that'll change your life, I got rid of basically all of my shirts except for like 8 of them. And it is awesome. And now you just do laundry every couple of weeks and voila. Although I will note that if you get really grimy, then you end up having to do laundry once a week. But 1 load of laundry every week, not a big deal. Stacking the boards over here. They were over here against this wall, but the crazy thing is they were being held in just as much by the drywall as they weren't really screwed into the top or the bottom very well. very crappily, and half of the screws slash nails missed. Craftsmanship of the day. My goodness, let me just get some of my clothes at it. Oh, well, hello, bathroom. I just discovered something very sad. So here, there's that beam that runs across here, and that's the reason we had to take out this wall. It doesn't extend all the way through here. I have no idea how far these 2x4s go in to our room. So we are probably gonna have to move out of our room. I figured out where it goes. It goes all the way to this back wall. So it goes all the way through, all the way to the back wall. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna split them and put a horizontal bar straight through there, put some support, like kind of foundation it, and then connect that to either wall so we don't have to buy something that can span all the way across. Here's the issue. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm fixing it. I cannot believe this is working. All right, so here's what we did. Down there, if you can see, there's a jack. I actually jacked up the floor. Problem is it pressed on some things that were pressing on the ceiling, so I couldn't jack quite as far as I wanted to, but it is very close to level now, and that is what you want. Now, right next to it, I'm gonna put supports. I'm gonna put some brick foundation, and I bought some pea gravel and some sand to put in there to make a flatbed. And my good friend Caleb taught me to start cleaning up after myself when I'm working, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. This is our abode, at least till Saturday. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I don't exactly have a plan on what I need to get done in what order on Saturday. Probably be working on the floor to get it level. Good morning. We are to our last few hours of the work week. And we're gonna try and get a 2x10 in here. Right through here. It'll be quite a bit of work, but I think we could do it. Come on.
I don't want to do it.
Come on. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Look at her beef muscles. All right. You see where this 2x6 ends? There used to be like a brick foundation under here, and it is shattered, totally fallen apart. So we have to put that back together. And we'll use something a little more sturdy this time, but.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so here's what we're doing here. I put pea gravel and then sand down here to level this out. And we have these old bricks that were used as the foundation. I've got 1, 2, a half, a sliver, and then a shim. And that's what it's resting on right now. And now I'm gonna let this down, and then we've got that stack over there. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Moment of truth. Well, nothing broke, but I am hearing the brick cracking. Who's to say? Oh man, look at this. The wood around this just totally sagged over this. Wild. Look at that.
Wow.
And we'll put another support in there under it. And then all the 2x8s that go across this way. Not all of them, but several of them will have supports. So. All right. Just went into town and called all the surrounding towns. No one's got a laser level kit. A couple $100 or more, $350 maybe. But my dad does. And I was trying to like buy one because I know I'm going to use it a lot. But he doesn't use this very often. So I guess I'll borrow this one tool. Anyway, went and got some 2x10s. So I got an 8-foot 2x10 that will go all the way from here. It'll cut through there and it'll go across there. And then I got a 10-foot that'll stay on the side of that and actually then screw to the side of this 2x6. That will give them hopefully a lot more firm foundation. But as we know about Nicholas is I don't know what I'm doing. Danielle has cleared out a bunch of this and then she's going to be getting this wood. And that is a good feeling. We can get some of this junk into there. Perfect. All right, the trench is dug. The supports are placed under each board. I am quitting. I am quitting halfway through a Saturday because I don't know how to rest. And I'm trying to learn. My friend told me I needed to. So next week, we'll get the pea gravel and the sand. We will get a laser level to make sure the 2x10 is level. And we'll get this floor set across. It's gonna be a good time.